Today I am explaining you liquid ratio or quick ratio or acid test ratio. This ratio establishes the relationship between liquid assets and current liabilities. It is calculated to check whether company is in position to pay its current liabilities as early as possible. It is shown in pure ratio. Generally 1:1 is taken as ideal or standard or benchmark ratio. Means current assets should be equal to current liabilities. It is calculated as under liquid assets divided by current liabilities. Remember, current liability is used in current ratio also. So those current liabilities are used in liquid ratio also. Liquid assets are those assets which are either cash or cash equivalents or can be converted into cash and cash equivalents within very short time are called liquid assets. Liquid assets includes cash in hand, cash at bank, checks, drafts in hand, sundry debtors after deducting provision for bad debts, bills receivable, current investments or short-term investment, marketable securities, accrued income. But in liquid asset, inventories are not included because inventory takes time to convert into cash and prepaid expenses are also not included in liquid assets because prepaid expenses never converted into cash. So from current asset, when we exclude inventories and prepaid expenses, we get liquid assets. Means all current asset except inventories and prepaid expenses are taken into liquid assets. So one more formula is liquid asset is equal to current assets minus inventories minus prepaid expenses. Current liabilities are the same as we calculated in current ratio. Now starting questions. In this question some data of balance sheet are given and we have to calculate liquid ratio. So first we calculate liquid assets and current liabilities. So liquid assets and current liabilities are land and building. It is a non-current asset, so it cannot be added in liquid asset. Trade receivables is a liquid asset. Cash and cash equivalents are liquid assets. Debenture is a non-current liability, so it cannot be added in current liability. Short-term investments are liquid assets. Prepaid expenses are not added in liquid assets. Machinery is a non-current asset. Share capital is a part of shareholders fund. Sundry creditors are current liabilities. Reserves and surplus also part of shareholders fund. Bills payable is a current liability. Inventories are not added in liquid assets. Expenses payable are part of current liabilities and trade investments are part of non-current assets. So total liquid assets are 1,50,000 and total current liabilities are 1 lakh. So liquid ratio is liquid assets divided by current liabilities. That is 1,50,000 divided by 1 lakh is equal to 1.5:1. Always write ratio when you solve question because in exams there are marks to write ratio. In next question, working capital, total debts, non-current liabilities and inventories are given and we have to calculate liquid ratio. In this question, total debts are given. Current liabilities can be calculated by this total debts by following formula. Total debts is equal to non-current liabilities plus current liabilities. So total debts given in question are 45 lakhs. Non-current liabilities given in question 40 lakhs. So we can find current liabilities. So current liabilities will be 45 lakh minus 40 lakh is equal to 5 lakhs. Now we have to calculate liquid assets. And to calculate liquid asset, first we have to calculate current assets with the help of working capital and above calculated current liabilities. We can calculate current assets by following formula. Working capital is equal to current assets minus current liabilities. Working capital given question 15 lakh. Current assets are not given and current liabilities that we calculate rupees 5 lakh. So current asset will be 15 lakh minus 5 lakh is equal to 10 lakhs, and liquid assets is equal to current assets minus inventories. Current assets 10 lakh minus inventory given in question 5 lakh. So liquid asset is equal to 5 lakh rupees. And liquid ratio is liquid assets divided by current liabilities, that is 5 lakh divided by 5 lakh, that is 1:1. Now move to next question. In this question, two ratio, current ratio and liquid ratio is given, and we have to calculate current liabilities, current asset and quick assets. Only actual value is given is inventories. Current ratio is given, that is current assets divided by current liability 4.5:1. Liquid asset given in question, liquid asset divided by current liability is equal to 3:1. But all the three items needed, that is current assets, liquid assets and current liabilities, are not given. Only inventory is given, which is not directly used in any of above two formulas. Current liabilities, which is commonly used in both the formulas. So we assume that current liability is X. And after putting X in both the formulas, we can get current assets and liquid assets by following way: current ratio, current assets and current liability, that we assume X, is equal to 4.5:1. By cross multiplying, we get current asset is equal to 4.5x. Liquid ratio, that is liquid assets divided by current liability, X, is equal to 3:1. After cross multiplying, we get liquid asset is equal to 3x. And we know that current assets minus inventories minus prepaid expenses is equal to liquid assets. And no information about prepaid expenses, so we assume that there is no prepaid expenses. So current assets minus inventory is equal to liquid assets. We are now calculated current assets and liquid assets 4.5x and 3x, and inventory is given in question, that is 2 lakh. So 4.5x minus 2 lakhs is equal to 3x. So 4.5x minus 3x is equal to 2 lakh. 1.5x is equal to 2 lakh. X is equal to 2 lakh divided by 1.5 is equal to 1,33,333. So current liability, that we assume X is equal to 1,33,333. Current asset, that is 4.5x. So 4.5 multiplied by 1,33,333 is equal to 6 lakhs, and liquid asset is equal to 3x, is equal to 3 into 1,33,333 is equal to 4 lakh rupees. So we are calculated all three items: current liabilities, current assets and liquid assets. Current liabilities 1,33,333, current asset 6 lakhs and liquid assets 4 lakh. Next question, again a lot of things are given, but those things which we needed are not given. First item is given total debts. Total debts is equal to non-current debts plus current debts. Total debts are 10 lakh. And what are the non-current debts given in question are long-term borrowings and long-term provision, total 6 lakhs, plus current debts which we have to calculate. So current debts are 10 lakh minus 6 lakh is equal to 4 lakh. Next item given in question is total assets, and total asset is equal to non-current assets plus current assets. Total assets given are 14 lakh, and content of non-current assets are given in questions: fixed assets, non-current investment and long-term loans and advances debit balance, total 6 lakh rupees. So non-current assets plus current asset. is equal to 14 lakh. So current assets are 14 lakh minus 6 lakh is equal to 8 lakhs. And liquid asset is equal to current assets minus inventories minus prepaid expenses. Inventories and prepaid expenses are given in question and we calculated current assets by above formula. So liquid asset will be current assets minus inventory given in question minus prepaid expenses given in question. So liquid assets are rupees 6 lakh and liquid ratio is liquid assets divided by current liabilities, that is 6 lakh divided by 4 lakh, 1.5:1. Next are effect based questions. First case is purchase of inventory for cash rupees 25,000. By this transition, current asset inventory increases, which is not a part of liquid ratio, and liquid asset cash decreases, which is a part of liquid ratio. So only liquid assets means numerator decreases. So liquid ratio will be decreases. Remember that inventory is added in current assets, not in liquid assets. So only cash is decreases. So we are focusing only on cash, not on inventory. B. Purchase of inventory on credit rupees 25,000. By this transition, current asset, that is inventory, increased by 25,000, which is not a part of liquid ratio, and current liability, that is creditor, increases by 25,000, which is a part of liquid ratio. So only current liability means denominator increases, so liquid ratio will be decreases. Next, sale of goods costing 10,000 for 8,000. By this transition, current asset, that is inventory, decreases, which is not a part of liquid ratio, and liquid asset cash increases, which is a part of liquid assets. So only liquid asset means numerator increases, so liquid ratio will be increases. Next, sale of furniture of book value 25,000 for 20,000. By this transition, fixed asset, that is furniture, decreases, which is not a part of liquid assets, and liquid asset cash increases, which is a part of liquid ratio. So only liquid assets means numerator increases, so current ratio will be decreases. In last video, I explained E point of effect based questions wrongly. So now I am explaining it again. If both numerator and denominator increase by same amount, then there are three rules. If ratio is more than 1, then use rule of denominator, that is above C and D rule. If ratio is less than 1, then use rule of numerator above A and B. And if ratio is 1, then no change in the ratio.